Hello friends, welcome to Teed Up Grand Strand, a production of Wingding Media, presented by the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail and Thoroughbreds Chop House. On the front nine, I have Jack Curry from 2 Under. On the back nine, I have Colten Nickell from Blackmoor Golf Club. Before we get started, I want to give a special thanks to our sponsors, Yuengling Beer, Bridgestone Golf, Linda Bean's Maine Lobster, the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail, and Thoroughbreds Chop House. We'll be right back.
At Yuengling, America's oldest brewery.
We brew a beer for every taste. Which one you choose is up to you.
Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America.
The herd mentality. It's everywhere in nature. What drives this primal urge to use the most played ball instead of the superior one? You can't beat the pack by playing the same ball as the pack. Gain a crushing advantage over Titleist when you switch to Bridgestone.
Introducing the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail, a new way to experience golf in Myrtle Beach. With over 20 courses to choose from, there's a perfect golf vacation waiting for you. Find the trail that's best for you at myrtlebeachgolftrail.com today.
Welcome friends, welcome to the front nine. I have my good friend Jack Curry here from 2 Under. Jack, how are you, my friend?
Great. Good to see you, AJ.
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Finally got him on the show. I've been waiting because he's been traveling all over. You've been doing so many shows. Like, what's been going on with your world last few months?
We've been busy. It's showtime, we call it, in the this period of the year. It's always very busy in the third and fourth quarter.
Right.
And then we go right into the PGA show in January and back into the men's shows in February and March.
I saw his booth at the PGA show. It was amazing. They got so many styles. But let me ask you a question, Jack. First of all, I want to thank you. I want to thank Jack. I want to thank 2 Under for all the things they do for our community here on the Grand Strand. And one is Folds of Honor. You guys are so involved. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Why are you guys so passionate? Why are you personally all in for the Folds of Honor?
Well, I think it goes to the people. I mean, Lieutenant Colonel Dan Rooney, Tony Beata, Sarah Bush, they're all people that we met a long time ago.
Right.
And we were committed to giving back to the industry. And that was, in our opinion, that was the best way to do that. Supporting a cause like that to basically help people who are in need of those funds,
right.
to be able to educate that legacy. And that's, to us, that was very, very important. And we were fortunate to have Lieutenant Colonel Dan Rooney and Tony wearing the product, so they loved it so much, and we came up with an idea.
Right.
And we initially started just with our own red, white, and blue colors.
Nice.
But later on, after the second or third year, we loved it so much, we actually made products specifically for the Folds of Honor.
And I've seen them. A lot of my friends, as you know, our friends are in the Grand Strand area. They play 100 holes in one day. So you need them 2 Unders to keep you, let's just say, going, right?
We call it hashtag asset management.
Asset management. That's pretty cool. So thank you for that. And we love our military. We appreciate all of our military and their families. So thank you again one more time. I just can't say thank you enough because it's huge. Without them, we can't play golf and have all the freedoms that we have.
Exactly.
So thank you for that. When and how and who opened up 2 Under or created the 2 Under program?
So that started in December of 2013 up in Canada, in Vancouver, British Columbia. It was founded by 3 people at the time. It was Dave Williams, Jeff Williams, and Rocky Harris. It is now still owned by Dave and Rocky. And in 2014, we introduced it at the January PGA show in Orlando.
Well, what was it? It's kind of like what made him think about this? We guys don't think about stuff that we need. You know,
they did a lot of market research, and obviously in that research they found that many men didn't know that they could put themselves on, let's call it Victoria's Secret. Women had these comfortable products. Why couldn't men's assets be put into a comfortable product that they'd enjoy wearing?
Right.
And it's the first thing you put on every day. It's the last thing you take off.
That's true.
It's something that we want to make sure that you can wear all day and feel comfortable in and get comfort, fit, and playability all in one.
Right, exactly. And it may save you strokes, right?
Well, I can't help you with that. The PGA pros have to help the person on that. But it's going to make you feel more comfortable, so you're thinking about your golf game and not pinching and the assets and the chafe issues that men have when they're sweating. Right. And obviously we all sweat, and that's a pool. Yeah. We call it the Bermudan Triangle, but it's where it all goes.
I'm learning something here, guys. So I got my first pair when I was helping my friends with the father-son event. And you're a sponsor of that. You were heavily involved in the father-son, I believe. Is that right?
We are, yep.
And it was like, okay, AJ, go ahead and get yourself a pair. Well, the story is I had to go to my friend's wife and tell her what size I was. Now, I didn't know. I was embarrassed. Like what do you do? It's your waist size? What size is it? I mean, come on.
Exactly. Well, I mean, our sizing is alpha and numerical, so the best part about it is medium and large is going to cover 78 to 80% of all the men, which is 32 through 38.
Right.
But we're one of the few brands that offers extra small through 5X. So we're not eliminating any man being a part of the 2 Under brand and enjoying that comfort, fit, and playability. So we've been very fortunate from that aspect to be able to bring to market products that fit everybody across the board. It's become a great item because women are buying it for men as a gift item.
That's a good idea. Buy me a gift, ladies.
Exactly. Always needed.
So I got some questions. We put it out there in one of our channels that you were coming on, and who carries this product?
So it's carried in 4,000 golf pro shops nationwide, over 1,000 fine men's shops, the haberdasheries throughout the United States. And then your outdoor and run trade, that's the people who have the Army Navies of the world and the people who are carrying outdoor products. And of course the run shops, specialty shops, carry it. And what's interesting, we have 17 NFL teams and 71 major Division I colleges wearing this product. And they have uniform agreements with major brands, which I don't need to mention. We know who they are. And they get free underwear from those brands, and they choose to buy ours. Wow. So that's the best testimonial we could ever have.
That is cool. So it's not just golfers. It's not. No. It's for men that do any sports or just want to be comfortable.
Well, UPS drivers, FedEx drivers. I mean, these are all people that are sweating every day, and there's just but anything you do in work and or play, these are favorable for you. It's not specifically just for golf.
And this is scientific. This isn't just, hey, this is a great idea. Let's just it's not a fad. It's a real scientific behind this.
It's technology. There's technology and innovation involved. Our patent is called the Joey pouch. And basically we took inspiration from Joey jumping in mom's pouch to be secure. Why can't we take men's assets, elevate and separate them off the leg, and put yourself in a position that you don't have those issues that all men have been faced with for our lifetime.
Exactly. So you've got a $500 driver. You've got a $2 tee. Now you can add to your golf budget a nice pair of briefs or a few briefs if you play 3 or 4 rounds of golf in a week. So that's pretty good.
I'd like to say fill your drawers up, because obviously you can replace the tighty whities. What Grandma used to give you in a 6-pack for $6.99 and put it in your stocking is no longer needed. And women have recognized that if their man is happy wearing the product, they're going to enjoy life more as well.
That's right. So happy wife, happy life, and more golfing. Right.
That's correct.
So are you guys planning any other products? Are you going to make any? Because it seems like your company, they're going with technology. They're finding something that's needed that some of us may not even think we need it. So any other brands, any other products you're bringing in?
It's a great question. So in 2015, we had so many customers coming to us saying, we love your briefs and what you've done there. Can you make us other products that are as comfortable and fashionable for us? So we did. We introduced a luxury T-shirt with a short sleeve and a crew neck and a V, a long sleeve crew, and a hoodie.
Right.
and they're going fantastic. And we can, for the country clubs, we can actually put the country club logos on them.
That's cool.
For any events and tournaments, we can put the tournament logos on them. So
Right.
that's been excellent. We just introduced last year the Bodie short, which is a brand new luxury short. For golf and or everyday wear.
Okay.
That is a 4-way stretch fabric. Fantastic. And now it's available in 12 colors. Actually, 10,
nice.
10 solids and 2 prints.
So they would match my beautiful lobster
Correct.
color shirt right here.
They would match right up with that. And then we have new product also coming for spring. It's called the Juicy Short, and we're into the swimwear side of the business. But why can't we take our Joey pouch and put it in swimwear? And again, you're dealing with surfers and
Right.
people that are in sand and having issues and chafing. So we're going to fix that because these shorts are going to have the Joey pouch
Now,
built into it.
I got to ask, the swimwear, is it going to be them European-style swimwear, or is it going to be like nice boxer-style swimwear?
It's going to be a little better than the boxer style. Yeah,
Oh, it
it's,
is?
it's definitely going to have a about an 7.5 to 8.5 inch inseam.
Right.
It's going to have a great fun-looking print, an
Okay.
elastic band, a concealed pocket, a key fob, you know,
Right.
a place for your keys
Right,
if
right,
you
right.
want to have them on your juicy shorts.
Right. Juicy shorts. I like that name.
And the juicy shirt came this year. It's being introduced in spring of 2024.
That's cool, man. That's cool. So, and you have a website? How can people learn more about the product so that before they get to the golf course, they know what style they want? Because I know you got a lot of styles, right?
We do.
A lot of colors.
We got lots of prints and lots of colors, and we got long johns and lots of other products that you'll see. Go to www.2undr.com.
So it's UNDR, because I kept saying under.
Correct.
UNDR. No, it's UNDR.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So, guys, check it out. Go out there. Now, when your wife wants something, or your significant other would like a gift, you can always tell them about the 2 Under that you would like. Jack, thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure.
Appreciate you.
Thanks very much for having us.
Thanks for everything you guys do. We appreciate
Bet.
you.
We appreciate you.
Guys, we're going to take a break. Thanks to Linda Bean's Maine Lobster. We'll be right back.
Raise the bar with Flight by Yingling. Low carb, low calorie, more taste. Brewed for the generation that's always reaching for more. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
Oh, he knocked it off. I gotta say it. I gotta say it.
Oh, I gotta say it, right? It's a classic.
Oh my gosh. Okay, say it. You gotta say it. Tiger just knocked it off the tee. Yes, Tiger. He's a human. It happens. You know, one of us.
This is my moment. Gotta be the funny one.
They're gonna say it. They're gonna beat you to it. You're gonna be the least funny guy here, just like high school. I gotta say it.
That's one, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking, yeah.
Actually, according to Rule 6.1a, says that's not.
Of course.
Yes.
Absolutely. He would know.
Oh, that's two.
For nearly 30 years, Thoroughbred's Chop House and Seafood Grill has been widely considered by locals and tourists alike to be the best fine dining restaurant in Myrtle Beach. Locally owned and operated from day one, it is our family's promise to offer only the finest quality cuisine and unparalleled service to our guests. With a like-minded staff of culinary professionals, our team is dedicated to delivering upon that very promise. We invite you to step inside our doors and experience fine dining unrivaled by any other restaurant on the Grand Strand.
Welcome to Wingding. With a variety of services to offer, we are an end-to-end one-stop shop for digital media production and distribution. Our company originated in podcasting, video production, and digital marketing space, affording us a solid background for growing your brand through media distribution. Contact us at wingding.tv so we can do what we do for you.
Welcome to the Back Nine, sponsored by Bridgestone Golf. I've got my good buddy. I've got Colten here, Colten Nickell from Blackmoor. Hello, my brother. How are you?
Good to see you, AJ.
Good to see you. Good to see you. We were on the course yesterday. We had a great time playing golf.
Oh, wow, man, that was awesome.
That was good, right?
It was a great day, and the aftermath was even better.
Exactly. We had fun, man. We were working hard, and we were working hard with all of our friends and partners in the golf industry on the Grand Strand. So, hey, it's great to see you. And, you know, I always make names for people.
Yeah.
Your name is Energizer Bunny. He doesn't need no coffee, guys. He has got so much energy, and it's wide open. So thank you. So and you're one of our youngest pros. He's one of the professionals out at Blackmoor, and he's also a teaching pro out there. Tell us, how did you get involved in golf? What age? What happened?
Well, you know, I wanted to play earlier on, like I'd say around 12, 13, my dad played. But it wasn't until I started caddying at the Greenbrier when I actually, so to say, got hooked to golf.
You said the Greenbrier. That's a good experience, man.
Oh, man, it's really neat, the history that comes from that place, as well as, you know, the Greenbrier Classic was a huge success. You know, it's unfortunate the flood hit that pretty much caused them to lose that tournament. But, yeah, caddying through those. I mean, times out there with Tony Finau, Nick Faldo. Yes, Sir Nick, he was interesting, to say the least.
Sir Nick, that's fun, right. Yeah. That's right. So when you turned it into a profession, are you an apprentice? Are you in the PGA program?
I was actually working in sales. I got a pretty good sales job, but I found that every chance I got, I was headed out to the golf course. I mean, even at night there was a light up by our putting green, and it wasn't nothing to come by there at 11, 12 o'clock at night sometimes, and I'll be out there chipping and putting balls. But the opportunity came about for me to go to the Lewisburg Elks, and a good friend of mine still this day, John Barnes, had brought me up there, and was there for 3 years, and was looking to, you know, I've always come here, wanted to eventually come to Myrtle Beach. Actually, the first time I ever got to come was do a sales trip. I'd won a sales trip.
I'll turn my thing on you. Sorry, I had to turn the thing on. Sorry, you say that again. You were on a sales trip?
Yeah, I won a sales trip, and we played Arcadian Shores, and Devlin Erskine. He's one of these.
Devlin, I know there. Devlin. Yeah,
we're
cool
from
guy.
the same hometown.
Nice.
So yeah, and Devlin had been like, man, if you want to get in the golf business, you got to come to Myrtle Beach. That's where it's at. And thanks, Devlin, for recommending me to come down.
Yeah, so you worked, where have you worked? You're at Blackmoor now, but where did you work in other golf courses?
I worked at the Greenbrier and then the Lewisburg Elks.
Okay, cool.
Those are the two places I've been.
So Blackmoor, it's one of the favorites down here. It's on the Myrtle Beach Golf Trail, who are one of our sponsors. When was it built? Who designed it? I know, but I want all of our viewers to know. They may not know it.
It was designed by Gary Player himself.
Right.
I know that he was heavily involved whenever, from the time they broke ground. There's actually a picture of our general manager, Bob Zurcher, and Gary Players, both younger men there. And, in their prime. And so Gary Player built it, and I think it opened 1990. And,
1990. And it's a favorite. It's a great...
Oh, especially with women. I mean, they love the course. And now that this drainage project, I think you're going to see that place go up to another level.
A lot of courses in the Myrtle Beach area have spent so much money over the last 2 or 3 years investing in course conditions, so that all of our viewers, whether local or coming out of the area, can have a great experience. And I know you've done that. We'll have you back on the show to show us some before and after pictures and stories. But it's been great. What's your favorite hole? What do you like to play? Which hole's your favorite? I know you got one dog right here.
Eight's the signature hole. A lot of people talk about it, but number 18, I mean, you couldn't have a better finishing hole. It's a par 5 that's reachable in 2, but yet...
Okay, whoa. He said a par 5 reachable in 2 for him. Because he practices till 11 o'clock at night.
I wish.
What about the average golfer? What about us guys?
Yeah, I mean, even for the average golfer especially, I mean, Blackmoor is a golf course that it's not a long course at all, but it'll still challenge you with the short game. You know, it favors someone who hits a fade left to right. You know, a lot of amateur golfers fight the slice. You know, come to Blackmoor, you can just work it around there with the slice all day, and that's what took me the longest to adjust to, because I play a draw, and about every hole is set up for a fade out there.
So number 18 is what
I love that you like. 18, but you know, it's a good finishing hole coming in. something about that hole plays different than other holes on the golf course.
Right.
For example, with the second shot, you know, I talk about, it's one that I feel is easier to get home into because the fairway tends to get the ball will release and actually bounce up onto the green.
Right.
And then, you know, it's a huge green, so from the difference from a front pin to a back pin, you're looking at maybe 2 clubs.
Right.
The trickiest thing about that hole is the setup, because, you know, you have the water up the right side, so if you hit it right, you're wet.
Yeah.
You basically have to try to just turn that thing over. Right's dead. But it's tough because you might feel like you're set up at the pin. I mean, I've hit a lot in the drink on number 2. So.
Right. And the finishing hole has a camera on it, so if you have friends playing Blackmoor, wherever you are, you could log in, right?
You can log in, watch a live hole. Yeah, there's a lot of people who will be coming through. They'll text whoever from maybe wherever they're from, because we do have a lot of the package play that comes through.
Right.
And it's pretty neat for them to be able to tell their friends and family to, hey, get online. I'm coming up 18 right now.
So how many dog legs are out there? Because I know it's like there's quite a few, right?
I think you got one straight hole, and that might be number 1.
So maybe 17 dog legs. All right. So you also teach people how to play golf, okay? And I trust me, I want tips from all of my friends that are PGA professionals, so I can maybe win a couple of bucks out there. So share a couple of stories or a couple of tips that everybody, say 18 to 22 handicapper, what should they practice to begin with, and then share a funny story if you have one.
Yeah, I got a good one. The lessons. I mean, it's I do a lot of them, and you know, when I first came, it took, you know, with Blackmoor, it's kind of like a little small town. Everyone knows everyone club, and it's what really I like about it the most is how it really is one big family.
You got great members there, great team.
The outside staff is amazing.
Southern hospitality at its best. I'm telling you, it's great.
That's one thing that we definitely try to give the best is an experience. You know, Blackmoor's an experience. You know, you're treated well. My outside staff couldn't ask for a better bunch of supporting cast around.
Right. So your tip, give me that tip. I need a tip, guys.
You know, my teaching style is probably different than most guys. I'm self-taught. You know, I'm a baseball player and I was 20 years old when I really started playing golf seriously and you know, trying to get better. So that, you know, that tells you the nights I'm talking about up there, 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Right.
I learned quick. The short game is where it's at. So like my tip would be, you know, you see a lot of people, they come to the range and they want to bang drivers or irons, and you don't see a lot of the chipping and putting, and those guys that are chipping and putting are the ones that are knocking the strokes off their game.
Right.
So I don't believe there's really any correct way or written rules that say this is how you have to swing the club. So I really don't try to change a whole lot with anybody. I just kind of look for the simple things, and it's always the simple things that make the biggest difference.
Right.
For example, there was a guy who came by he's on the range, and I could tell that this gentleman was, you know, could be probably difficult to deal with, and he was explaining to me that he's been to certain other teaching areas down here, and I was with him for 15 minutes, and something as simple as had him hinge his wrist in his backswing, and he swung and he turned around and looked at me like, are you serious? No way. And I was like, man, I'm not going to charge you. I was like, I could stand out here with you. I said, but I think that was your only problem. So a lot of times it could be the simplest things that you're doing. I mean, and golf is something that we'll never be able to master. I mean, the closest I think we'll ever see is probably what Tiger did in his run.
Right. So who's your favorite golfer?
Oh, Tiger Woods. Okay. I mean, he's the reason
You said it without even thinking.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah, Tiger all day.
Well, I know I'm coming out the next month. I'm going to be with you and a few other friends in the industry. We're going to play
really
golf.
Looking forward to that.
So we'll have fun. But before that, I'm going to get out there early so I can get a quick tip, because I got some new clubs, new drivers. I got a nice fairway wood. I'll show you guys one day. But thank you, Colten.
Hey, AJ,
we appreciate having you here.
This is a great setup, and I really appreciate you having me on.
All right, thank you very much. All right, we'll be right back.
We're gonna need more. We're gonna need more. I's gonna need more. Let's stack 'em up to the sky. Gonna need more. Crank on the knob on the radio. If tonight's gonna go like I think it's gonna go, one thing's clear. By the looks of the crowd in here, we're gonna need more. We're gonna need more. We're gonna need more.
Yingling.
I see me standing here, I got I come, when I come.
The herd mentality. It's everywhere in nature. What drives this primal urge to use the most played ball instead of the superior one? You can't beat the pack by playing the same ball as the pack. Gain a crushing advantage over Titleist when you switch to Bridgestone.
For nearly 30 years, Thoroughbridge Chop House and Seafood Grill has been widely considered by locals and tourists alike to be the best fine dining restaurant in Myrtle Beach. Locally owned and operated from day one, it is our family's promise to offer only the finest quality cuisine and unparalleled service to our guests. With a like-minded staff of culinary professionals, our team is dedicated to delivering upon that very promise. We invite you to step inside our doors and experience fine dining unrivaled by any other restaurant on the Grand Strand.
Well, that's it. Thank you all for being here with us today. I want to thank our sponsors, Yingling Beer, Bridgestone Golf, Linda Bean's Maine Lobster, Thoroughbred's Chop House, and the Myrtle Beach Golf Club. Until we teed up again, happy golfing.